Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ski Mask Boys. Today we'll be reviewing Bluesmart, the world's first smart connected carry-on.
Let's pull this thing up. We'll get some video feed for you guys.
So it says you can lock, weigh, and track your Bluesmart carry-on with your phone, recharge your devices, and more. So basically what we have here is a device for yuppies that are total control freaks. The first thing I think when I look at this is I don't even care where my suitcase is. Fuck comes out on the conveyor belt when it comes out.
This is
Comes
only
out.
for, this is only for carry-on. This isn't even for shit you send through, which is nuts. There's actually 2,600 people who funded this to a total of $634,000 so far, and there's still 26
But
days.
that just makes it more useless to me, truly. I mean, why do I care where my bag is? My bag is like in the trunk of my car, or I'm rolling it down the street, or it's in a closet, and I don't give a fuck about it for a whole month until I go travel again. So what are all these people? They're just so. I just don't even know why you would get that, but people are buying it, so clearly it's needed.
I really can't fathom why you would. And so the minimum to buy one of these things was $195. I don't know why anybody would need this. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a carry-on. So like you don't really need the scale is the only thing that kind of makes sense, but that scale is going to break within like 2 weeks. And built-in battery to recharge your devices, but then you have to charge that battery. This is the ultimate yuppie device. It's truly very douchey. Somebody who's wearing white Oakley sunglasses should buy this.
Well, I mean, actually, the battery charger, I find that to be useful. I mean, I went to LAX a couple of weeks ago, and I was so pissed off because my battery died while I was there, and I was really surprised to figure out that there's no chargers there. I mean, it's not really true for a lot of airports because they're smart, but LAX is like the worst. It's like a technological ghetto. Like you feel like you're in the middle of like some redneck town when you're there at LAX. You can't even.
LAX is awesome. I think LAX is one of the best airports there is, just because it's like going back to the 80s. It's like being in the 80s. Like
Yeah, I mean that part is cool about it. And then it'll okay. So you know, Blue Smart will send you a little notification if you're leaving your bag behind. I mean, I maybe I'm just old school, but I feel like the world is just getting dumber. If you just left your bag behind, why are you leaving your bag behind? Why do you need an app to tell you that you're leaving your bag behind?
but look at you get this new level reach, Jet Setter. You've made 1,000 miles with Bluesmart. So now your stupid suitcase is actually like texting you or like pinging you to let you know that you've traveled a certain distance. I agree with you. This is for people who are assholes or idiots, and it's got four spinner wheels, which is amazing, obviously. Like I know what you mean about the built-in battery charger, but I feel like it's just like a gimmick. That's why I think it's stupid, because pretty much every other airport in the world, and let's face it, 90% of the people who are buying this live in San Francisco. These
Yeah,
people, those
it,
people, San Francisco has plugs all over the airport. So does San Jose. So it's not a big deal.
yeah. I mean, and so it tracks the mileage that you have too. What's their team?
Let's see.
It tracks the mileage, and I don't even know how valuable that is. I just feel like they have a highly coupled They have all these random features. I'm just trying to figure out what the best thing is for this. I think this is for yuppies who have extra cash, and maybe this is better than the briefcase that you have because maybe the one chance that you need to charge your battery, or why would you need to lock it remotely? I don't know, man. I don't really get this product. I don't even know if I would buy it if I was totally rich.
I wouldn't. I don't see a point. I don't know. I don't see a point in this device. It just seems like another annoying thing to have that you're like toting around with you.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna take more work. That the whole idea of being a rich yuppie dumbass, a tech douchebag guy, is make my life easier. Like, oh, I don't even care. Like, I just leave my bag wherever I want, and it reminds me, or I mean, but this just seems like more work. I have to open this app and look at all this bullshit, see how many miles I've gone. It's just, I don't know. Maybe this is what yuppie tech douchebags really love, though. They just love to look at how many miles they've traveled with their bag, or because maybe they can show it off, like, oh, I've traveled 1,000 miles in the last month with my Bluesmart bag, and they put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just don't understand what kind of person. Like I've traveled a lot, and um, I'm interested in technology, but I can't fathom a purpose why I would need my suitcase to tell me how far I traveled, or to have like a digital lock that's just probably a piece of shit, and especially because it's a carry-on. So your carry-on is relatively close to you at all times. So one, you don't really need the lock on it unless you're traveling in a third world country. And if you're taking this bag to a third world country, you're an asshole, and hopefully somebody will rob you anyway.
No, this will increase the probability that you're getting robbed in other countries for sure.
Right? Or Detroit, or wherever else you're going.
And yeah, and it kind of makes me wonder about these Indiegogo campaigns. What maybe they just get a bunch of people who are their friends to purchase these things, and
No, this one they have a couple thousand people. So there's actually a couple of thousand people who funded this thing.
yeah, but still, it still makes me wonder. Did they incentivize people somehow? Can they go, oh, hey, we have an Indiegogo campaign. Here's $100. Go and buy a bag or something.
No, I think they're giving, because they're saying that the retail on this thing is $450 or higher. So the first 1,200 purchased were $235, I guess. Oh no, I think they hadn't even
a discount then, right?
Huge discount.
Oh, I see. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, if you're already a tech douchebag and you want to buy it, then you're getting a $200 deal. I mean, I can't believe that there's that many people that really want that, but part of me almost feels like it's kind of cool. Like, part of me that wants to buy it just wants to be better than other people and show how better I am than them. I don't really think there's a lot of value. Like, maybe I'll plug it in to my bag next to some people at the airport. Because being at the airport and being cooler than the next guy and being handsome is really important, actually. So
the only awesome thing I can see coming out of this whole Indiegogo campaign is if these guys accidentally like bypassed some TSA law, and the TSA just, like, every time they saw one of these bags, just confiscated it. Like, the battery that they used was like made with some sort of like substance that could be made to use, like, it make a dirty bomb mid-flight or something, and the TSA just started, like, pulling guns on people who had these things.
So I'm guessing you can't check something like this in, right?
I guess you could, but it's supposed to be a carry-on, so I don't know.
Because I've seen another company that, to me, bag tracking seems kind of interesting, but maybe not. I mean, you trust the airport. I mean, I guess people have a problem where they always get their baggage ripped off, or someone takes it, or it gets lost. But that's never happened to me.
It's never happened to me, and I've traveled probably to like 20 or 30 countries, and it's never even happened to me like anywhere third world or anything. But I definitely know it happens, and I know people who it's happened to. But the thing that I can't get over is that this is a carry-on bag. You're not going to lose it because you're sticking it above your head.
Yeah, well, maybe you're forgetful, man. You're thinking about your stocks, and
You're thinking about when your options vest.
Yeah, and you're walking off the plane without your bag, and it gives you a reminder. The Bluetooth is your bro, or the blue, whatever the fuck it's called, is your bro. It just helps you out.
Yeah. All right. I think we spent way too much time talking about another terrible physical device.
All right, I agree. Goodbye.
Goodbye.